In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, niaje, karibuni sana Random Conversations TV, episode ni ya 14, sawa. Na leo tuko na topic moto. I go by the name DJ Nefas. Leo niko chini ya mdizi. Najua hata mmeanza kusema chini ya mnazi, lakini leo chini ya mdizi. Atasema chini ya mdizi, yani mti wa ndizi, sawa. Anyway, in the meantime, welcome a party and welcome a party, ni welcome a podcast, sawa. Ndio shida kuzoea ku DJ, nimezoea kuambia watu welcome a party lakini ni welcome a podcast. Random Conversations episode ni ya 14. I go by the name DJ Nefas na leo tuko na topic moto. Kwanza nataka niongelee na story ya pombe, sawa. Nataka nianze na story ya pombe, alcoholism and violence, sawa. Mtu asiwahi kudanganya ati ni pombe imefanya alete vita. Mtu yote kata maji aanze vita, huyu ni mtu anapendanga vita by default. Hivyo naweza kuambia, sawa. What alcohol does to you, inakufanya yani kenye unakuwa umeficha ndani ya kwako ndio unaitoa. Kama wewe ni msee wa vurugu, unakuwa umetulia, wewe ni mpole, ni kutulia kwa upole tu, lakini kata maji unaanza vita. Ukiona mtu yote amekata maji akaanza vita, huyu ni mtu anapendanga vita by default, sawa. So acha ni kublame tei. Mimi nasema hivi, si advocate watu wakate maji, but pia si advocate ati tei ni mbaya. Mtu akikunywa pombe aanze vita, aanze kumisbehave, hiyo ni tabia alikuwa nayo ndani yake. Tei kitu imefanya tu ni kufanya hiyo side yake itokee, unaona. Ndio mimi kuna wasee wenye mazejo, siwezi enda sherehe na wewe, hatuwezi piga sherehe na wewe. Jumaze utakata maji uende uchokozi, mzee amekanyaga amekwambia pole, badala ukubalio pole yake unataka vurugu. Wengine hata hujakanyagwa, umeenda kukatia demo wenyewe ukakataliwa, ukaanza vurugu just because umekata maji, alafu umejipatia confidence na nini, ati niko na mboki, niko na kina Nefas hapa hivi, so utavita ikianza atutavana. Pombe ikitengenezwa, pombe ilikuwa ya vita, pombe ilikuwa ya sherehe, watu wasikie poa. Ukisikia imekulemea, imefika mahali huwezi zidisha, achana nayo, wacha kuleta vita jo. So kama wewe ni mzee unacheki hii podcast na unapendanga vita ukilewa, pata adabu, wacha kupenda vita. Sisi tunapenda tukienda sherehe, tutapiga nasa yetu, sikikulemea heri uzime uende home. Lakini pia usifike point ya kuzima, utazima uibiwe. Lakini kama unakata maji, kata maji na adabu. Wacha kufanya watu huku mitaani waanze kusema pombe ni mbaya. Pombe si mbaya. Pombe mbaya ndiye yenye inatengenezwa imbo, hiyo ndio pombe mbaya. Lakini pombe legit imepitia kebs, iko na stamp, umebuy place legit. Acha kusema pombe ni mbaya. Wewe ndio mbaya, wewe ndio unapenda vita. So ikikuja kwa alcoholism and violence, tafadhali wadau, tuache historia kusema ati tei ni mbaya. Ati mazee jana Jemo alikata maji akaleta vita, tei ni mbaya. Jemo ndo mbaya. Jemo anapenda vita, sawa. So ukikata maji, wacha kuleta violence. Ukisiena kupatia hiyo kajoto fulani, tafuta mtu wako, hiyo violence peleka kwa kitanda, unaona. Kama sio hivyo kuwa kama mimi, zikishika poa, eka hiyo energy yako kwa kenye unapenda kufanya. Na on the story of alcohol, by the way, acha tuongelee story nyingine. Hakunanga masaa ya kunywa tei. Usiambiwe na mtu ati umekunywa tei 8 asubuhi ati haifai. Labda uliamka 5 ushadishi uko sawa, ama ulilala mboka ushamaliza mboka yako, unataka ukate ukarest. Tei inaga masaa. Achana hii mambo ya motudho. Ndio motudho aseme masaa ya pombe ni 5. Nijua wase wengi ufanyanga kazi wanamaliza by 4 ama hata 3. So akisema ukate 5, nijua naelewa watu wengi wakikata wataweza kufanya kazi. But kama wewe ni mzee unaweza kata tei yako na ufanye kazi yako, usiambiwe na mtu masaa ya kata tei yako. Wewe kata tei yako. Lakini mahali itafika hiyo tei yenye unakata ina affect maisha yako, ina affect kazi yako. Ati umekunywa pombe umeshindwa kwenda kazi, umekunywa pombe umeanza vita, umekunywa pombe umeenda home umelewa, umeanza kufuruga wife na hakuwa sherehe na wewe, umeanza kuharass watoi. Achana na pombe. My one policy is this: kitu yote yenye unatumianga, najua tunaongelea pombe saizi tukianza. Haijalishi ni pombe, ni ngwai, ni fegi, ni jaba, ni ndovu, haijalishi unatumia nini. Unatumia kenye unatumiaga, bora inakusaidia get through the day. Cause naweza sema hivi, watu wa kanisa, wauendaga kanisa, nazo unapata stress yao yote, sana sana hata wamama. Sana sana akiwa na pressure yote, stress yote ya familia na nini, anaenda kanisa. Juu akienda kanisa, pija hiyo fellowship hapo na wamadha wenzake, hiyo stress inamtoka. Watu wa sherehe kama kina sisi sasa. Mimi naenda napiga tei yangu, stress yangu inaisha. Sawa. Mwingine atumia ndovu yake, stress yake inaisha. Mwingine anawasha kiombidho, stress yake inaisha. So wewe Kenya unatumiaga ndio usifike depression, usifike mahali ya kuangalia mtika hii ya stima iko hapa mbele yangu ujinyonge. Ama pia ujaribu na hii ya mandizi kwa nyuma yangu ujinyonge. Hatutaki ufike hapo. So whatever relieves your stress, acha ikurelieve. Lakini usiache i-affect maisha yako. The moment hiyo tei unatumia, hiyo ngwa unatumia, hiyo jaba unatumia, hiyo ndovu unatumia, hiyo velo unatumia, the moment inafanya ufike mahali haukui yourself, hauwezi enda kazi, ama una affect the people around you, wachana nayo, imeanza kucontrol. You are supposed to be in control of what you're using. Never let it control you. Sawa. So, Random Conversations episode ni ya 14 na tumeanza na story ya alcoholism and violence. Ukienda sherehe ule mtu amelewa ameanza vita, huo ni mtu anapendanga vita hata before your tei. Tei ime-enhance tu hiyo feeling yake ya kupenda vita. So tafadhali kama unapenda vita, avoid alcohol, avoid vitu zitakuexpose kwa hiyo kitu. Sawa. Juu vita si poa mazee. Unaweza kuwa wewe ni mseka mimi si ati umeunga sana. Lakini wasawa kuchoche uvurugane na msi hata ameunga kukuliko. Umguze tu kidogo. Kumbe mzee anakuwa na condition. Mazee azimia ama hata adedi ama hata ende hosi. Unajipata kamiti. Miambiaga watu hatukuwagi mbali na kamiti. Every day unaamka. Kamiti inaweza kuwafana mahali unaishi. Lakini unaweza jipata uko prison juu ya kitu ya ujinga. Especially violence. Saa zingine wacha watu wakuite mnyonge. Acha uchokozwe na mlevi anataka mvurugane, we lenga. Unajua vizuri sana umse unaweza muangusha, lakini we lenga. Jumaze unaweza anza hiyo vita, imes maisha yako yote. So tafadhali ukiwa mahali popote kuna sherehe mtu anze vita, wewe ondokea. Lazima nimekwambia kama wewe ni morio wangu. Na hata uwezi kuwa morio wangu kama unapenda vita. But anyway, kama wewe ni acquaintance na unapenda vita na sipiga sherehe na wewe, ukiona siku hizi sikutafutagi sana masaa ya sherehe, ni juu najua tukikata na wewe utaanza vita na itaenda vizuri. Na mimi sipendi vita, sini warasta tupendi vita. So when it comes to alcoholism and violence, ukiona mtu amekata maji akaanza vita, huyu ni msi alikuwa anapendaga vita before hiyo tei. So acheni kulaumu tei. Tei umeipata kwa kaunta, wewe ndio umeibuy ukaikunywa. Unajua kiwango yako, ikifika limit kila mtu hujua. Unaanza kusikia hata kama watu waoni na staga. Yaani ni mimi hapa hivi nimeenda kwa choo nikateleza kidogo karibu nianguke. Wachana nayo. Sawa. Episode ni ya 14. Random Conversations Television pale YouTube, yani TV, Random Conversations TV. Episode ni ya 14. Sawa. Hapa ni mahali tunaongelea vitu controversial, vitu zenye watu wataki kuongelea kwa society, lakini sisi tunazisema na hatuogopi. Kwa nini? Sisi ni warasta. Sawa. I go by the name DJ Nefas. This is part 2, Random Conversations episode 14. Na mnasikia niko mahali natural, kama mnasikia jogoo huko nyuma. Huko ni kwa warasta. We live it nice and easy. We take life easy. Simplicity we used to survive. Sawa. Money is not everything. Let me tell you one thing, sidebar. You may have a lot of money but you're not happy. Ask around, look around. Most rich people are not that happy. You think they're happy because they're rich, they're not. Look at most people who may be considered poor. People who live in the ghetto and such, but they have a happy life. They're with their family, they're with their children, they have a happy life. What does that tell you? Money is not everything. Think about today. When they say, allow me to paraphrase. Ama Kikuyu in our culture we say rosionero keririra. The Swahili say kesho itajililia. Yani tomorrow is not granted. Tomorrow will cry for itself. I'm paraphrasing. What I mean when I say tomorrow will cry for itself is, you worry about today, don't worry about tomorrow. Whoever who created you in your mother's womb and from your father's seed, and brought you into this life, knows who you are and where you are, and he is taking care of you every day. That's why there is no day that you've ever lacked. If you think about it, the times that you feel that you don't have money, you're low, things are not going your way, it's just because you have expectations as a human being. But if you consider the simple blessings, you've eaten, you're not in hospital, you're healthy. There's someone right now who is sleeping in hospital. They have millions of money in their account. They've bought properties all over, but it cannot help them to relieve their situation of their poor health. They're in Kenyatta Hospital, Nairobi Hospital, Aga Khan Hospital, sleeping, Kijabe Hospital, sleeping, Kiambu Level 5, sleeping, Thika Level 5, sleeping in hospital. Their money cannot help them. Why? Because they have a health condition. But you're healthy, you have no health condition, you're living a good life, you've eaten breakfast, you've eaten lunch. Fuck it. Forgive me for cussing. But anyway, you even have extra money to spend on things like alcohol and partying, and you're still complaining your life is not okay. Shame on you, shame on you. Give thanks every day. As long as you're alive, you have good health. It's not about money. Society has made us think that life is about money. Life is about being satisfied with what you have and where you are at that specific time, and keeping your goals in focus. If you die before you achieve your goals, those were your goals. It was not God's plan. God's plan was that you die on that time. And on that note, let us stop this story of saying that someone died young. They died too young. Oh, they died when partying. Oh, if they were not where they were at that moment, they wouldn't die. Oh, your parents had told you not to do whatever you were doing, and then you ended up doing it and you died. Oh, your wife had warned you. Oh, your husband had warned you. Oh, stop that nonsense. I'm not trying to be rude, but the moment someone passes on, it was planned. It was in God's plan. When I was growing up, we were taught about the 4 rites of passage. Yeah. I'm speaking English so that I can appeal to my international audience as well. Sawa. I have fans from all over. It's not only Kenya. But anyway, don't mean to be proud. Don't get me wrong. But I was taught about the 4 rites of passage. The first one is birth. The second one is initiation. Third one, marriage. And the fourth one is death. Each one of them has a sub-bar. Like for example, marriage holds family and such and such and such and children and such. Initiation is not just about circumcision if you're a man. If you're a woman, not all people circumcise their women. And I'm not advocating for that, by the way. But anyway, initiation is a moment where you transition from being a child to an adult. And that involves other adults leading you into it. Maybe your uncles, your aunties, your grandfather, your grandmother, your father, your mother. And if they're not around, sometimes your brother, your elder sister. Sawa. That's the second stage. And the first stage is birth. And the last and final is death. And I'll tell you one thing. No matter who you are, no matter your religion, no matter your culture, no matter who raised you or how you were raised, you can never go against these 4 rites of passage. Because as long as you're alive in this world, you are born. So you pass through the first stage by default, birth. Second stage is initiation. No matter how you go through it, maybe you live with crooks, they'll treat you that being an adult and making money is being a thief. That's still an initiation, but in the wrong way. Whoever you are around when you're reaching that age of about, let's say 14 till about 19, 20. I won't say 18 or 16, but till about 19, 20, 14 till 20. That's the initiation age. That's where you learn, if you're a woman, this is how you behave as a woman. If you're a man, this is how you behave as a man. That is initiation. So wherever you are, regardless of your culture, regardless of your geographical location, lazima, you have to pass through. It is a must. You have to pass through initiation in either way. So whatever initiation you pass through is what determines who you will be as an adult. You are initiated into being a robber. Because you are raised by robbers, you'll be a robber. You are initiated into being a mother. Because you lived around mothers, you become a mother. You are initiated into being a man, a real father. Because you lived around real fathers, you end up as such. So whoever is around you when you're becoming an adult, really, really, really matters. This is why I say to all of you out here who are saying that you can raise a child as a single parent, yes, you can, but what is the outcome? When the world was created, I'm not trying to talk about creation in Christian religion or Muslim or whatever religion, but as long as you're alive, you should believe there's a superior being. When the world was created, it was created such that a man and a woman are supposed to raise a child. Look at it, even in the animal kingdom. I like watching a lot of Nat Geo Wild, animals generally, Animal Planet, all this. Anything about animals I'll watch. But in any animal that you look at, some of them may raise alone without the parents, some may raise together with both parents. But there has to be someone to raise this child. But for humans, a child, whether male or female, needs the father and the mother. And this is why if the mother is there alone, the child will try and struggle and look for a father figure. Sometimes you'll see your child end up with other older men. You don't understand why. She's not being there because of being there sexually. No. It's because deep down in her, the child in her is looking for a father figure. Same thing with the male. You see them following bad examples because the right example that was supposed to be there is not available. So my advice to you, this is a sidebar by the way, I know I've digressed, but this is my point. If you're able to get a woman, if you're a man like I am, you get a woman, get her into bed, impregnate her, then you should take the responsibility of raising that child and being there for that child. You may not love the woman, but be there for your child. I'm not advocating for co-parenting, but if it has to be that way, let it be, but be there for the life of your child. But I don't believe in co-parenting because I'm like, there's nothing like Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. No. That one who you are with can be your Mr. Right or your Mrs. Right. The thing they don't tell you about love is a compromise. Love is not lovey-dovey every other day. Love is taking me as I am with my faults and my weaknesses and accepting to live by them and helping me correct the ones that can be corrected and vice versa. So if I get a woman like Mama Modoni, because I'm Baba Modoni, I have a wife and a daughter, I take her with all her faults. Those that I can correct, let us correct. Those that I can't, I accept them and live with them. And that is why our forefathers, our mothers, our grandmothers, and their parents, and even those before them, they were able to keep up families. Why? Because they came to understand that love is not just love. Love is accepting that, you know what, I'm with this person right now and I'm taking them with their faults and I'm taking them as they are, and this is how it's going to be. But the problem with nowadays, you see a little fault in someone, I can't take this, let me just go. You go, you try someone else, you find someone else with other faults. You leave that and take another one with other faults. By the time you're looking behind, you have like 3 different children from 3 different parents. Why? Because you are choosy. You should have stuck with the first one. No one is perfect. If you yourself are not perfect, why do you expect someone to be perfect? Now, after my digression, let me go back to my point. I talked about the 4 rites of passage in life. No matter where you come from, you may be Indian, you may be a Rastaman, you may be African, you may be from anywhere in this world. It doesn't matter your culture, your religion, or your tribe. All those are man-made. God created man and woman. If you cut me right now, I bleed red. If I cut you right now, you bleed red. What does that tell you? We are all human. If I cheat on you, if you cheat on me, I feel bad. Why? Why do you all feel bad? Because we are all human. There are things about us that we can change. And as such, you can never change the 4 rites of passage. Allow me to repeat the 4 of them so that I get to my point. The first is birth. The second is initiation. The third is marriage. And the 4th, let me say marriage and family. And the 4th is death. You can never escape death. So let's stop avoiding talking about death. Let's stop saying someone has died young. He was too young. If he wasn't drinking, he wouldn't have died because of his liver cirrhosis. If he wasn't smoking, he wouldn't have died because of lung cancer. You know, if he wasn't eating too much, he wouldn't have died of obesity. Yeah. If she wasn't taking drugs, she wouldn't have died of miscarriage. You know, let's not say that. The fact that you were born and you believe in a supreme being if you are given birth to today, it is a guarantee that you're going to die. So birth and death are a guarantee. They go hand in hand. The only difference is time. That's what matters. And this is why I say, let's stop saying someone has died young, someone has died old. No. You have died when you were supposed to die. If you accept things that way, it will be easier for you to accept death when someone who you love, who is close to you, or a dear one passes on. It makes your life easier because there is nothing that you can change about it. In this life, I live by one of the policies that I live by. I don't live by one policy, I have several, but one of the policies that I live by is this: if I cannot change something or control it, then I'll let it be. You cannot change death, you cannot change birth. So let us learn to accept death and live by it. Sawa. And such is life. And if you accept that you don't know the time that you will die, the only thing you can know is the time that you were born. And even before you're born, you don't know the time you'll be born. Only your parents know. They expect you at a certain time. And even they are not sure. Even the doctors, they say a certain date, 2nd of August. But they may be wrong. You may come on the 1st, you may come on the 3rd, or even later. Who knows? Or you may even not end up coming. Who knows? But time is the key thing in this life. No matter what you believe in, who you are, where you come from, the time that you have, let's make love, not war. Don't waste your time arguing with someone. Don't waste your time hating someone, no matter what they did to you. Let me tell you one thing: no matter who comes into your life, at one point or another they'll fuck you up. But don't let their downfall determine your life or your relationship with them. Because besides that downfall, besides that time that they fucked you up, there's many other times that they've been there for you. They've done good things for you. So let us focus on the good things that people do for us, the good times, and focus on doing more good times for people. Random Conversations, episode near 14. I go by the name DJ Nefus. This is where we talk about the things that society doesn't want to talk about, the controversial things, the reality that every human being faces. See you on episode 15. Bless.